Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. I'm just going to do a quick warning at the top of this video. This is the first two-part video that I've done because it took quite a long time, so I've split it into two parts. This part's fine, the sculpting part, as you've seen from the title, I did a sculpture. So the sculpting part, it's okay. It's all family friendly. And then once we get to the other part where I do the painting of the sculpture, it does get a bit dark and a bit sinister. So that's something to bear in mind. I wouldn't let my kids watch it, although he's only 4. But yeah, I won't be happy with him watching it. So something to bear in mind. Please do watch it if you're, old enough and whatnot. So yeah, just something to bear in mind. But anyway, what a week it's been for the channel. So we've had 179 views on the videos, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Really blown away by it all. And we've got 8 subscribers. So I know I'm one, my other channel that I don't put videos on. So I'm one. I know my mum's one, my brother's one, and my girlfriend, ladies, is also one. So that's 4. The other 4 are just people, potentially even you. So this is a special message that only subscribers will hear. Thank you very much for subscribing. Everyone else will have just heard a blank audio there. So yeah, hopefully we carry on. And we keep growing nice and steady. Had a couple of really nice comments as well on the heavy lifting with the views has definitely been done by the mini loom video, which is nice to see. There's been I haven't got the number written down for it, but there's about 5.5 hours, almost 6 hours of watch time that people have watched the videos for, which is really, it's really nice to know that people have watched the videos and hopefully they've enjoyed them and that's why they've watched them, not just I don't know why else you'd watch a video. Morbid curiosity maybe. So yeah, for this first video there was 86 minutes of footage, so I've chopped it up to kind of make it more concise. Hopefully it's still nice and watchable. I haven't really been watching it for this part. I should really be talking about the sculpture, but I'm not a sculptor, as you can probably tell. I've done it a couple of times, some stuff very similar to this, which is where I got the idea from to just do that again. That were 6 or 7 years ago, something like that. Yeah, so I'm using the Das air dry clay. I bought it from the range. I got it when I was getting the drawing stuff for the bad drawings video, and I completely forgot that I had it. So I think I probably bought it maybe 2 months ago, somewhere around there. Completely forgot I had it. So I discovered it and thought, let's do some sculpting, because I like the thought of it. I like the idea. Same shape in the nose there. Cheekbone, yeah. So the Das clay is I've never sculpted with normal clay. When I'd sculpted 6 or 7 years ago, it was also with this clay. It's quite spongy, which I don't know if real clay is or not. I'm not so keen on it, although I did get used to it. But yeah, it's obviously different from normal clay because it just air dries. But yeah, I don't think normal clay. I feel like normal clay would be like heavier and like firmer. If you push it in, and it won't spring back at all. But this air dry clay does a bit. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on this video. The amount of times where I'll add a tiny, I will add a tiny little bit into an area, and then I'll add another tiny, like here, right here, add a tiny little bit in there, and then I'll add another tiny little bit, and then another tiny little bit, instead of just adding one big bit and then removing it if I need to. Oh no, I'm going to have to plug my laptop in. I'm going to have to pause this voiceover. Okay, that was a shame. I was on a bit of a roll there. So here I'm doing the mouth. Not sure what's going to happen with the mouth, but we'll, just got to get it started. So here I'm working on the eyeballs. I've seen videos where they make the eyeballs separate, so I thought I would do that. And then making an eyelid and trying to put the eyelid on the thing and dropping it. So I find this really tedious to watch, but I've obviously done it, and then I've watched it several times when I was editing the video, trying to form it. I didn't use any kind of reference images for this. I didn't look at any head pictures. I didn't look at any pictures of heads or eyes, eyelids. So kind of just doing it from memory, which should be easy because I've seen a lot of faces. I've spent a lot of time looking at faces. Looking at that now, it don't look that bad, although it kind of goes around the eyeball a bit too much. Bottom eyelid there. See, yeah, looking at it, goes too far in underneath the eyeball. So I think this is where I do it. So I get a little bit, put a tiny little bit in. Whoa, just scoop it too much there. Get another little bit, put another little bit in. I suppose, when you put too much in, you can take it out. If you don't put enough in, you can put more in. It's just the amount of times. So having a bit of an inspection there, and put a bit more in. See, there we go. I did a big bit. Yeah, so that's to try and smooth it out. And then there's a little gap there. So I'm trying to smooth that to make it look smoother. But then you can see how big this is ending up being now on the face. It's huge. It's far too big. Just trying to get. So it looks like the grasshopper from A Bug's Life, the villain. Just squishing the eye there, trying to make it look right. And it's like, if I get it right on this side, I've still got to try and do it again on the other side. And this is my easier side because I'm right-handed. The edge now doing the same on the top. Just filling in. I should have watched another few videos of other people doing it, but I needed to make the video. So having a good look at it now and just deciding that's not going to work. So kind of scooping out the inside of the eye socket. Now, I suppose that was pretty graphic as well. I should have maybe mentioned that. This is quite... If you've got kids... Oh, man, yeah, maybe I should include that in the thing. I don't know. Is this graphic? It's a bit of clay. I don't know if that counts as being bad. I suppose it's a bit of a compliment if it does, because it means that it looks like a convincing human head. So we're going again now. Round 2. trying the same thing. We can see that eyeball is quite far back in the eye hole. Go for the bottom eye. They just don't look very good. If I do another one, I will be doing another sculpting video. Oh, so I sped this bit up. I've been avoiding doing time lapses because it looks like this, and I just don't. You don't see what's going on properly. You just kind of get a vague, overarching view of what's happening, but just the amount of faffing going on. So I eventually decide to go back to square one, and then just whack me pop shield. Decide to go back to square one, and then I think whilst I was doing that, I had a bit of an idea to just not bother with eyeballs at all, and just make these nice big eye sockets instead. So I'm just trying to get a rough shape using the back end of a thing there. I'd recommend that. It worked quite well. Yeah, it's going with like a bit of a skeleton sort of shape, but then doing that there kind of gave it a shape that appealed to me. I liked it. Not too much there. It just went over what I like. So I think in the end it is just slightly less than that. Honestly, I can't remember because this were last weekend. So just packing it out now, just filling it out, because we've moved away from doing a nice realistic human head sculpture, but we're just letting the clay guide us. People, we're just letting the clay steer the ship of sculpting. Yeah, so see, again, building it up with several little bits. Maybe that's a good tip, I don't know. I find it a bit frustrating watching it, but we ended up in a good place, I like to think. I'm really happy with how it ended up. So, whoa, I thought this video was only 15 minutes. It looks like it's more closer to 18. Jeez. Yeah, but I'm really happy with how it ended up. It's nothing like what I expected it to be, but yeah, it went in a good way. So now I am still working on the eye sockets. This is going to be it for most of the rest of the video, I think, because that would good, wouldn't it then? Yeah, we're just getting the overall shape there. They do look quite tall and narrow. I can't remember what it looks like, honestly. It might stay that tall and narrow, I don't know. It really does come to life with the paints. It really does come to life with the paint, though. Made some happy accidents with the paint as well. We learned some stuff along the way, techniques that I'm sure are common knowledge, but I just happened to stumble upon them. So I really like the direction that went in as well. So now just squeezing it again, just giving it a good head squish. Just it kind of like balances it all out a bit. A bit more on the mouth now, because we've made some sad looking eyes, some really sad, concerned looking eyes. So the mouth needs to reflect that. It does look a bit small. Like the whole top half of the head, from the bottom of the nose upwards, is quite small. No, big. The bottom half below the nose is the small bit. I think I do something about that later on. So, doing underneath there now. So you don't really have cheekbones. The eye sockets kind of go over where the cheekbones would be. So this is, I swear like the cheek, the cheek could be, not the cheekbone. Oh, doing some more squish in there. I think that's to get the shape, try and get some like gauntness into the cheeks. It does end up looking quite a lot rougher than I remember. I remember thinking that when I was doing the video yesterday. But it just helps with the paint because, you get these tiny little textures. That'd be really time consuming to do on purpose. Here we are building up the nose. Because we've got quite a exaggerated features theme. Just giving the nose a squish. And trying to smooth it off. This is a good little tool. I'm not sure what it's called. It's good though. It's like a little scooper. I think it's the one that I use most. I've got a little clay sculpting tool set that I bought 6 or 7 years ago when I first did it. And yeah, I think this is pretty much the only one that I use. So here when I'm working on the shell, I think the nose looked quite rounded before. So I put a nice, I don't know what it's called, a 2-stage nose. Well, it's got the straight. It's kind of like my nose in real life if you ever see the videos of my face that are out there on the internet. Yep, here we go, building up the jaw. I think just to balance it out at this point, because the top half of the head is currently at the top 3/4 of the head. So we're getting that. It kind of looks like a Steven Seagal chin strap beard. Just blend that in a bit. We're using other end of that again. See that thing, it don't cut. It's one of those things that's supposed to cut strips out of the clay, and it doesn't work on this air dry clay. I don't know if it's working real clay. Just carrying on smoothing there. Last little bit in the mouth. I kind of just accepted that I wasn't going to do a lot of detail with the mouth because that's a feature. It's a design choice, not an oversight. So we're getting to the end of this video now. So if you've enjoyed it, please watch the next part because I'm really happy with how the whole thing came out. Please watch the whole thing. Don't just skip to the end to see it because I don't know if that'll count. Consider subscribing because there's definitely going to be more sculpting because I really enjoyed doing it. Some more arty stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I will see you in the next part where we can paint this little head. Thank you.